right. Let me preface by saying, as we go to journalist discussions, I'm not really. I'm indifferent towards Lisa Hanna, for better or worse. I mean, I don't. I'm not really big. I'm not a fan of hers as a politician, nor am I one of those people that just has this seething white hot hatred for her as such. Reason why we're going into this is because it's just been announced that Miss Hannah, or as we'd like to say, Mrs. Hannah Lake, for those who know who she's married to, has just announced this week that she is throwing the towel when it comes to her political career. Now, this corner is meant to kind of examine what my take is on this and where I think she's likely going to head. Now, as you know, Lisa Hannah's been in politics for a good while. I mean, like I'd say since the 2000s, late 2000s, or thousands. But let's just be honest. So prior to that, when I think of Lisa Hanna, you think of former Miss Jamaica, and as like I said, like I, like many of the adolescents growing up in the 90s, had a big crush on Lisa Hanna. I mean, I've seen her, met her in person a few times. I mean, like, so like I said, like I'm very familiar with her in that sense that I know who she is, what she's done, and she's accomplished a lot. So I'll never knock that. But overall, she decided, okay, apart from, hey, I'm more than just a pretty face, which is an alright to actually to make that stance. She went into politics. She joined the PNP, and let's just say her political career has been hit and miss for the most part. Cause she's been, even though she has been, she has been a constituent for a good while. Needless to say, most people in her constituents, except outside the diehard ones, pretty much can't think of any good thing to say about her. But the thing is, like, she was in good standing with a lot of people in the PNP, like Portia Simpson Miller, Peter Phillips, and several others. And yeah, was she subjected to the good old boys club treatment from some of the male members of the party? Just like Portia was? Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. But overall, I look at performance record over what stigma she's gotten. But let's believe Lisa Hanna has had a very notable political career amongst other accomplishments. So when it came to announced that she was saying, "Hey, I'm just going to step away from politics altogether and do something else," was anybody really surprised? Nah. Because if you remember, I did a recording of her ill-fated run against Mark Golding after the PNP's very humiliating defeat 2 years ago under Peter Phillips. And after Peter Phillips, who was basically told to leave, they can put it in any other way that he resigned, but he has either got the chance, either way, you can jump out or we're going to push out this proverbial plane. Guess which road he chose. So it's just up to her, or it was up to her and Mark Golding. And the very telling thing is that despite the fact that she was more popular, more known than Mark Golding, and let's just be honest, when the opposition is actually endorsing her over Mark Golding, let's just say that was a kiss of death because hey, she lost out, and Mark Golding, as you know, is now Peter Phillips' successor. And where that leave Lisa Hanna? Let's just say that left her out in the cold. Yeah, she was still around in the background, but due to the fact that the infighting and fracturing has continued, because internal bleeding within the opposition is still ongoing. And let's just be also the fact that Lisa Hanna was salty with the fact that she lost that position, lost a chance to be Peter Phillips' heir apparent. It was inevitable that she was going to say, you know what, I gave the good old college try. Now it's time to go to the next part of my life outside of politics. No, she's said that, hey, I wanted to leave because we want to make room for some other upcoming people. Even she doesn't believe that. She left because she knew that she was facing the same dilemma that Peter Phillips was facing, that either she's going to have to jump or she's going to be pushed out. And the fact that, hey, she's been lost in the shuffle due to what's going on currently in the PNP, she calculated this and she assessed the situation and said, you know what, even I'm not really going. My political career is not really going any further than this. I'm just going to be put on that proverbial bench under the current rulership in the opposition. So yeah, I'm just going to just tender my resignation and go about my business. But yeah, she just realized she's smart enough to realize that my political career hit a dead end and it's just time for me to cut my losses and just go about my merry way. Now, me people might be asking if her political career in the PNP is has ended, whether or not whether or not people want to admit it. One just jump ship. I mean, like Sharon Hay Webster, Carrie Ann Douglas, or even what the much maligned Joan Gordon Webley did when she left the GLP to join Lisa Hanna's No Former Party. Let's be understand something. People who cross the floor, let's just say that the careers suffer greatly after that. Joan Gordon Webley joined the PNP, lost again, and she's now out in the wind. Sharon Hay Webster is pretty much persona non grata after losing in the recent elections. Karen Douglas, you pretty much don't hear anything about her apart from whatever legal trouble she gets in, and it best believe that the GLP are going to be showing her the door sooner than you think. Let's say at some point they're just going to drop all niceties and said, "Yeah, thank you for your services. We know don't call us, we'll call you. Yeah, see yourself out." That's was and so that would answer why Lisa Hanna didn't really just say, "I'm going to cross the floor and join the winning party." Yeah, because she realized that okay, people aren't going to look kindly upon her crossing the floor. The fact how long she's been associated with the PNP. And she'd also realize that, hey, even though the GLP are just basically endorsing her to succeed Peter Phillips, because they figured, hey, she's just another Portia Simpson Miller, and with her, we're guaranteed that they're going to stay in opposition. GLP pretty much have no use for it. Let's just be honest. They'll probably have these fake applause, praise and applauses with her with the step she's taking right now. But best believe they just sit here. Apart from those looking nice and pretty, yeah, we already have enough pretty faces within our party. Yeah, we don't really need Lisa, and also they don't realize that in our constituency, and she's only one bad bare luck because there's not been any better opposition. Yeah, we really don't need. She's not really much of an asset to her because she's just still in that constituency by sheer luck. I'm interested to see who succeeds her in her constituents. Bear in mind, but this is she just saw the writing on the wall and she just said, you know what, I know when to quit. I know when to just jump ship and just go over to the next part of my life. Now, I really found this out while reading the papers that she's appointed to APC, or Worldwide's International Advisory Council, which means that she's now getting a cushy job, which leads to me where she's heading out, because she probably also figures that. I think she did that because she knows that her political career is at a dead end. What that means she'll stay in Jamaica or not, I'm not sure, because I'm just hearing about this or may or whatever. But where she is right now in this organization, she's going to be maintaining that lifestyle of hers. Like, she's still going to be in that nice gated community. And yeah, you're tired of hearing me saying that, but it has to be said. She will still be having that six-figure salary. Chancellor should be earning more. As CEO, unless you're head of a very small enterprise, CEOs basically get their lion's share. So she's going to be earning either six-figure or more salary. Yeah, she still gets to live in that nice uptown area, which she likely lives in. I don't know where she lives. Not that's important. And she probably gets to get that nice big house, maid, the butler, swimming pool, her and her husband, and who she's married to. If you all know, Richard Lake. He's the head of Burger King Jamaica, the chain in Jamaica, or one of them. And yeah, because one of her nicknames is the Burger Queen. So between her, that nice little paid job that she has, and also her husband, how much her husband has, Whether or not they have a prenup, I do not know. Yeah, she's not gonna be. Yeah, she's still gonna be living. She's gonna still be living the good life. So to all the Lisa Hanna fans who are wanna go to sue on suicide watch and are pretty much figuring in that this end of the world, don't worry about your girl. Your girl is gonna be fine. Like she is gonna be still living it up. And you have to also remember, Lisa Hanna has options. I mean, her option being the fact that hey, she's one of the most physically attractive women who've come out to Jamaica. So and the thing is that she's fairly, still young because she's in her late 40s at this point. Like she's a few years older than I am, and she still has her looks. I mean, she's still in very good shape. So even if she do, regardless of whether she has this nice CEO job or whether she's married to this guy, she can say she still has options. I mean, like she could still do TV shows. She can still do modeling gigs. I know people say that people are up, women are up there in age, don't get as many modeling gigs. But look at Naomi Campbell, and Naomi Campbell's 50, I believe, or beyond, and she still looks better than most younger women. So Lisa Hanna has options. She can do. She can still. She can still has many things that she can do. Not a political career. And let's be honest, her political career was a means to an end. This was just her way of saying, "Hey, this is a nice look at my resume that I have. I can. This is a good way to, let's say, eat a food, let's say in Jamaica, and this gives me more prestige and more access, and enables me to keep living that lifestyle I've been living for a good while." So yeah, Lisa Hanna, like I said, she's good either way. Like she's smart enough to know that hey, I know that hey, if this doesn't work out, I can go easily go in and do other things. And like I said, like she's still, and like I said, she's still, like I said, not to really be superficial. She's still a very considered one of the most attractive females I've come out to Jamaica. So even if it wasn't this guy, Richard Lake, I'm pretty sure a lot of other guys who pretty much have high pockets would be putting a ring on her. So she is going to be good, best believe. But where I see it as this is this. I see her political career as again a case study. Again, this is what you have to understand is that many of these people in Jamaican politics aren't doing it because hey, we want to do good for this country. No, they're just saying, hey, this is a good way to build a resume. This is a good way to continue that mountain climbing exercise. And like I said before, down the road, Lisa Hanna can say, hey, I was in one of Jamaica's most biggest parties for a good while, like I say, for a good while, like I say, way nearly 20 years, if my estimate is right. And I pretty much as I've done so many other things. I have so many notches on that resume I mentioned. I can just look at it as, hey, I accomplished a lot. I mean, when I did a good job as a politician, yeah, that's irrelevant because even though there's been her constituents pretty much have many of them pretty much said that hasn't done anything for them. There's still a lot of the diehard ones who swear otherwise. And yeah, and this is how I look at the Lisa Hanna thing though, is that Lisa Hanna just this is her way of just coming up, and now that she realized, hey, this I've gotten as much miles out of my political career as possible, I can just move on to other stuff now, and I'm gonna be good going forward. But that is the mindset of a lot of people into politics. They're not there because they want to they want to be be real life superheroes, that they want to feed the poor, save orphans, pull cats out of trees or whatever. We're not looking to be modern day disciples of Jesus. We're just looking just to get that bag, and Lisa Hanna got the bag. All right. So in other, yeah, many people, even though to a lesser degree, she considers it a loss, but is it really? More like a inconvenience. Yeah, I can guarantee you, if she had gotten the PNP presidential, PNP the position over Mark Golden, she'd still be in politics to this day. Why not? She would have been successful in upseating Andrew Holness in the next elections. Yeah, I doubt that. Even if that had happened, she or whatever, she could just basically said, "Hey, this is what this look. I have all this experience. I did all of this. I had this very high position, and even though it's pretty much run its course, I can say that I did this and that, and that's really the case study of what it is to what most MPs in Jamaica are on. We're not there to be social civil service workers. We're there to be mountain climbers. And Lisa Hanna has climbed many mountains, and she has many more mountains to climb over. So that is pretty much how I look at it. It wasn't really a loss for her. It just mean it was an inconvenience, one that she's gonna brush off and then go on to the next thing. Because like I said, this isn't the last you've seen of her. Like she's still good. Her pretty face will still be in the media in some other form or capacity. Know that again, she's walked away from the PNP, or has she? I don't know. Maybe if Mark Golding gets ousted out and is called Lisa Hanna back, I can guarantee you she will be back in politics. Alright, so and that's all I have to say. So this is for State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check out my other YouTube pages, Miles Gus and Farron, Miles Productions, with thoughts of Miles. Alright.